with coverage you can count on. This is the Erie News Nowcast.
Good evening, I'm Haley Potter. Thanks for joining us for tonight's edition of the Erie News Nowcast. U.S. Marshals Service Western PA Fugitive Task Force arrested the man wanted for homicide in last week's deadly shooting in Mill Creek Township. 20-year-old Reginald Welch was taken into custody in the 2400 block of Bauer Avenue in Erie around 6:30 this morning. He is facing several charges, including homicide. The shooting happened around 7:30 Tuesday night at the intersection of Zook and Zimmerly Road in Mill Creek. The victim, 25-year-old Casey Nadolny of Titusville, died from multiple gunshot wounds. A witness told police the shooting happened at the scene where Nadolny was found lying in the roadway. And we have new information tonight in the case of a Mill Creek man reported missing by his family Saturday morning after he failed to arrive for a visit with his girlfriend in Kent, Ohio the night before. The 21-year-old's car turned up in the parking lot of the Lampe Marina Saturday evening, and that set off a search in the water in rough conditions on Sunday morning. The family of Rabin Sabiti met with Mill Creek Police this morning for an update. They first reported the 21-year-old missing Saturday morning and put out an appeal on social media looking for answers. Mill Creek Police tell us they pinged Subiti's cell phone, and that's how they found the car parked at the Lampe Marina area Saturday evening. But Subiti and his phone were not found. Police say security camera video shows the car parking there around 10 p.m. Friday and a person going from the car to the water. The video is not clear enough to make out any identification. A search Sunday with the Erie Police, Westlake Rescue, and the Coast Guard was called off because of choppy water. Police hope to resume that on Tuesday, and the family is hanging on to hope.
Hopefully we can get some other assets, and they'll be willing to come in and look for him when the weather clears tomorrow.
He was such a lovely and very nice kid, and we are praying. We are receiving prayers and thoughts from everybody throughout the community, and we are very hopeful that he will come back home safe.
And the family gave permission to Mill Creek Police to remove the car's GPS today to try to connect the dots of Rabin Subiti's travels on Friday night. And while Pennsylvania is making some progress in its COVID-19 vaccine rollout, many people are still waiting to get their first shot. Now, Governor Tom Wolf has said he wants everyone in Phase 1A to at least have a vaccination appointment by Wednesday, March 31st, just 2 days from now. Most people in Phase 1A have been getting the Moderna or Pfizer vaccines, which require 2 doses. More than 4 million people are in Phase 1A, and other states have been lowering age requirements. New York State residents over 30 will be eligible for COVID-19 vaccination starting this Tuesday, and everyone over 16 will be eligible on April 6th. Governor Andrew Cuomo made the announcement today. Vaccine eligibility had previously been restricted to people over 50, people in certain job categories, and those with health conditions that put them at risk for serious illness. 12.2 million out of the over 15 million New Yorkers over the age of 16 were eligible for COVID-19 vaccination as of last week. People over the age of 30 can begin booking appointments at 8 a.m. on Tuesday morning. And the Biden administration is extending a moratorium on eviction of tenants who are unable to make rental payments during the COVID-19 pandemic. Centers for Disease Control Director Dr. Rochelle Walnelsky signed the extension, which was scheduled to expire on March 31st. The moratorium has now been extended through June 30th. The moratorium provides protection for renters out of concern that having families lose their homes and move into shelters or share crowded conditions with relatives or friends during a pandemic would further spread the virus. To be eligible for protection, renters must earn $198,000 or less for couples filing jointly or $99,000 for single filers. They must also demonstrate that they've sought government help to pay the rent, declare that they can't pay because of COVID-19 hardships, and affirm that they are likely to become homeless if they're evicted. And a new study finds that the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines are highly effective at preventing COVID-19 infection among frontline workers. CDC researchers tracked nearly 4,000 healthcare workers and first responders who were tested weekly for coronavirus. They found the risk of infection was reduced by 90% 2 weeks after getting their second dose of the vaccine. The risk was decreased by 80% 2 weeks after the first dose. Experts say it takes 2 weeks following a vaccination to produce antibodies that protect against infection. And today marks National Vietnam War Veterans Day. 48 states and Puerto Rico recognize a Welcome Home Vietnam Veterans Day between Monday and Tuesday. In the city of Erie, a ceremony was held earlier today at the Vietnam Veterans Memorial. Erie News Now photojournalist Mike Prince was there to capture the humble and patriotic remembrance.
Today in 1973 was the day that the last combatant troops left Vietnam. And that's why we use this day as remembrance for all Vietnam veterans.
We dedicate this wreath for all Vietnam veterans, those who paid the price defending freedom.
It was a time when a lot of us gave our service. And as you can see on the wall, that's the people from Erie County who gave their lives.
Wow, what a chilling ceremony. More than 58,000 U.S. servicemen and women died in Vietnam during the war. And big news about the Frontier Park Slide project. 4 years in the planning stages, the slides have finally arrived. The parts were delivered to Frontier Park last Friday in the midst of that big windstorm we had. Now work is getting underway to install them. 3 different slides are being installed on a steep grade to the west park playground. Local developer Rick Griffith had the idea for the slides and led the way with fundraising, so the attraction will be called the Griff.
Being adjacent to our amphitheater and our other playground, I think it'll be a great family attraction. Not only will younger kids be able to slide on the slides with the squiggle, but I think it'll attract older kids as well. And once we get back to our normal routine of activities, a great family entertainment area.
Sounds like fun. The project is costing about $470,000, paid for with grants and donations. Most of the work should be finished by late May, with the slides ready to open in early June. Thanks for joining us for the Erie News Nowcast. Join us for our next news at 10 p.m. on the CW and 11 p.m. on WICU and WSEE. Have a great night.